we were talking about what's a thing that you can talk about for a long period of time, and my thing is cars. So I
Vroom
am very
vrooms.
into cars, and I race them. I work on them because you have to work on them if you want to race them. And I put together a little quiz show
Hmm.
about cars. I know that there is varying amounts of car knowledge between us. Colin, I
Carnal
think you're
knowledge, what?
car. Well, that too, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to assume. Um, Colin, I think
No, we
you're
didn't go
somewhat
over the
into the
sexual stuff
vehicles.
in the tarot reading.
um, and I know some of the other people are varyingly into cars. So I put together a QI style quiz, which I'm going to try to
So
do.
don't say the bad thing.
Right. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I have a sound effect for this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
All right. So I guess the rest of us should join that as participants.
Yeah, so if you join as participants, and I will.
Wait, we're joining a thing? Where do I go? What?
Yeah, if you open the Desert Bus link
The
thingy
speed dial.
again, you should be able to go to quizzes and
Quiz tools instead of joining as an entertainer. You
Awesome.
missed the
Yeah.
Okay.
the
Yeah.
tech test, so and then join as participant.
and
The
I'm
one
going
button
to,
I can use that I haven't yet.
yeah, I'm going to activate some buzzers here, so you should have
Buzz.
a a buzzer that you can click, and if you click it, whoever clicks first will get the circle. And I am going to do this.
Ooh,
Yes.
Ooh.
interesting.
Yes.
Quiz.
So, like I said, QI style, which means it's interesting facts where there is probably an answer that people might think is the correct one. Some of them are just random interesting facts that I thought were cool. So it's about 13 questions because I couldn't resist making it 13 questions long. Someone want to try the buzz and just make sure that works properly?
Buzz.
Is something supposed to happen if we click buzz?
I assume something is supposed to happen.
There
but I
should
don't-
be an icon in our windows, but maybe there's a button on the quiz person side. The Quizler button.
Is there like
I'm just
a buzzer
Sitting here
lookout?
clicking buzz and nothing. So if there is something that's supposed to happen and I've just queued up like 20 of them, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to just work. Well, let me here. I'll clear the answers. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Car talk without James and Ben. Well, you say that, but if you've been watching Zeta in the last couple years, you know that my default time filler is car talk with David. So, except I
Also
actually
true.
talk about real car facts.
Ah.
Okay, well, we probably don't really need the buzzers.
We can just make our own fun.
You can make your own
I mean,
noise. We're supposed to
noises.
have funny novelty buzzers for QI anyways,
Yeah.
and I didn't prepare those. So.
Oh, something changed. No.
Something changed?
Nothing. Never mind.
Nothing has changed?
Nothing changed.
No, right when
Zero
you said
things
that,
have
Corey,
changed.
my buzz button flickered like I'd clicked it, but I
Right?
hadn't. So
Yeah.
something happened.
Something happened.
A
Somewhere.
ghost.
But
Well, let's just get started. So welcome to the Desert Bus Express interesting quiz, David's Car Talk edition. Question 1, what does Volvo mean?
It means it's a shortening of they originally used to make old west Wild Westy style guns, and so it's a Volver.
Great.
I'm going to say it's a word in Italian, but that's as much as I'm going to give you.
It is a word in Latin. So Volvo is from the
oh,
Latin
it's
verb,
like
and it means
audio
I
disco.
roll.
Yeah. Volvo.
Yeah,
Volvo.
exactly. So that was, there's no trap for that one. But question 2: what manufacturer made this?
Specifically that?
That one right there.
I have no clue what
Ford.
you're showing us yet.
Oh,
Ooh.
we'll give Boomer a chance to answer.
It's still just there. We go. Jeep.
Oh,
That was the wrong sound effect. There
oh,
we go.
there it is. Yeah.
Not a Jeep. Well,
Not a
is
Jeep.
a Jeep, not made by Jeep.
Mm.
Yes.
So, Colin, actually, your guess was correct. So that is a Ford GPW. Ford, Willis, and Bantam all made the vehicles during World War II. And the nickname Jeep came from the Ford name GPW. So the soldiers started calling it a Jeep because it was easier than saying GPW. And it was actually Willis. I saw some folks in chat guessing Willis.
Yes.
That
Maybe I should hide chat.
were smart. I mean,
Oh,
chat
yeah.
may or may not know, anyways. Willis were the smart ones, and they grabbed the trademark for the Jeep name after World War II. And then obviously it passed on through Willis into AMC, into Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Stellantis, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that
And, like,
particular
Ford
one that I
actually
showed you, that
had
was a
an-
Ford GPW.
Yeah, Ford had the opportunity to pick up the rights to sell it and everything. They were like, "No, we don't want to. That's
Yeah,
we have no
nobody
interest in
wants
this.
to buy
We
this.
make yeah, nobody wants this. Like we make regular cars for regular people, not military stuff for the people."
Yeah,
So yeah, no, and then yeah, Willie's was just like, "Yeah, no, we'll take it. Whatever.
we'll take that, thank you. Yeah, I know Bantam was a little bit mad because they made the original design, the actual
And they're a large
vehicle
chicken.
that became the Jeep, and they're a large chicken. So Bantam
True.
essentially designed it, and then they made like 2,500 of them ish, and then the American military was like, actually, we want you to make trailers, and we'll get Ford and Willis to make the GPWs. Willis called them the MB, but yeah,
We could be having Meebs.
Meebs, yeah,
Meebs.
which is a much it's a Meeb thing. You wouldn't understand. Yeah. All right. Question number 3. What color was the Ford Model T?
Black.
Mm,
Black.
You can get it in any color you
Oh.
want as long as it's black.
I think there were 2 colors, right?
There
No.
were actually quite a few colors. So in the first few years, the initial years when they made it, you could actually get it in green, gray, blue, and red. There was no black option.
Okay, I've only seen
And-
green and red.
Yeah, for 1914, they developed a new painting process, and because they were doing the work setting up to make the paint more durable and all of that, the only option then was black. So between 1914 and 1925, you could only get black. That's where the famous quote came from. There you go. There's a black Model T.
For some reason, I thought that when they'd offered them in colors, they weren't technically the Model T, but I must have been mixing that up with their element that changed around the time. My grandpa has multiple Model Ts.
Yeah, so between 14 and 25, they were only black, but there were Model Ts in a bunch of other colors. And after 25, they were still making the Model T, but
Yeah.
it also came in a bunch of colors. And yes, this was an actual QI question at some point that I stole because I am shameless.
The elves will
That's a
find you.
different
Question
show.
4. What was James Bond's first car in film?
It's like a Peugeot.
Not a Peugeot.
Something
It's
sexy.
gotta be a
It was something sexy, at least in my opinion.
Austin.
Did it go
Mini.
underwater?
It did not go underwater. That was a Lotus. That was a while ago. Or a while after the first one. The first car in film was actually a Sunbeam Alpine.
Okay.
Yeah, this cute little thing in Dr. No. That was the first Bond car. It was not an Aston Martin. That's the brand most associated with James Bond, but
Sunbeam English?
yes, yeah, it's a British brand. It's kind of the lesser known one of the lesser known ones. They had one interesting car from history, which was the Sunbeam Tiger, which was kind of like the same formula as the AC Cobra. So it was a little British roadster that they got an American V8 engine and shoved it in. Pretty cool car before the Cobra was a thing. But yeah, the Sunbeam Alpine was James Bond's first car. So sticking with James Bond things, the famous Aston Martin DB5, which was in a few different films, which of its gadgets were real? Which of them actually worked on the cars that they drove in the films?
I think oil and smoke. No?
It was not an oil slick, which is funny because it's an old British car, so it may have deployed an oil slick by itself when you didn't want it to. Any other guesses? Do people remember what all the gadgets were? It had all sorts of stuff. Yeah, the guns didn't work, unfortunately. Yeah.
Boo.
I don't know enough about James Bond to know what it did in the movie
seat
to guess what was real.
The ejector seat actually worked. Yes.
No.
The revolving
did that
plates
come standard?
It didn't come standard on a DB5, I'm afraid. But the custom cars that they built actually did have a seat that ejected out of the car. That was not faked. It was a real thing. It wasn't a scale model. They actually could eject. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Crazy. And the revolving plates did. Yeah. Okay, one more on movie cars. And does anybody know what the meaning behind the 53 is on Herbie? Why is it car 53?
Wasn't the 1953 was when that model Beetle came out?
It was not a 1953 Beetle.
53 is the age at which you achieve true enlightenment and are actually capable of meaningful love.
It might be. I have yet to find out. We'll see.
It's 53 cubic inches of engine space. Yeah.
No, it's a little more than that. No, actually, it was just the director really liked Don Drysdale. So he's like, I don't know, it's car 53 because I like 53. It's my favorite baseball player.
Okay. Hey, that also kind of explains the color scheme a little bit, I guess.
Yep. All right, that's enough movie stuff. Which road has the highest speed limit in the world?
I feel like this is one where you're trying to trick us.
Would I try to trick you in a QI themed quiz? No.
Some sort of limit. Is it in Dubai?
It's close. Yeah. I mean, it might.
Fine.
Anyway,
the Autobahn.
You basically got it. No, it's not the Autobahn.
Thank you.
Yes. So yeah, the Autobahn obviously famously has no speed limit, so cannot have the highest speed limit. So yes, Corey, you're basically correct. I don't know if it's technically in Dubai, but it's in the UAE.
Right.
Some of their
the
highways
Emirates,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Highway E11 has a limit of 160 kilometers an hour, which is about 100 miles an hour. So
wow.
really big, wide, straight roads. So
I think people are mentioning Montana. I'm pretty sure their speed limit is like 90, and they only made a speed limit because they were required to get federal government funding for their road system.
Yeah.
They just had no speed limit until they were required to, so they were like, we're going to put a really high speed limit and then not even enforce that.
Yeah, I've been 90 in some states.
Yeah, I think there's one stretch of road in Texas that's the highest in North America. I think that's 90. Yeah. Or it might be 95. But UAE had to one-up it. All right. More history. What was the first electric production car?
Production car.
Yes. So actually produced and available for people to purchase. I'm not claiming any specific quantities, but
I feel like I should know this. Don't. I want to say it was I want to say it was like Peugeot or Citroen or something.
No.
Just one of those things where it had its own turbine to power its own battery.
No. It
not
was
not
just
running
an electric
steam,
motor. It had
rolling.
Yeah.
some batteries and an
hand
electric
crank?
motor. No crank. Well, I don't know.
Holes in the floor for your
A
feet to go through.
bicycle.
It's not a bicycle. But yeah, you're in the right. So very, very old. There was obviously the GM EV1 is a very famous electric car that fairly recent, but before the current batch of electric production cars that was developed and then crushed. But no, the Flocken Elektrowagen in 1988. Yeah, that's not
the
correct.
correct
That
year.
that
and
is not the
century.
right year in any 1888.
I was gonna say 1800s, but I was just
yeah,
like
1888 is I can't. How do I go back? I cannot go back a slide. That's fun. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 1888. My typo there. They made a few of these. It had a 1 horsepower motor, electric motor. It was capable of going 15 kilometers an hour.
Whoa,
no
slow
words
down.
on what the battery range was, but
far enough.
Probably, far enough that you could break down. Probably. The 1800s were a wild time for cars. They hadn't quite figured out how they should work yet. All right. So, what vehicle has sold the most units in the world?
Is this a tuk-tuk? Something with a motorcycle
Not
engine,
the
I think.
It may have a
Toyota
motorcycle
Camry.
engine. Not the Toyota Camry.
The Toyota Corolla.
I did write that one down as a trap. Not the Toyota Corolla.
The Honda Accord.
No.
There's been an Accord? No,
I speak of my own Accord. Yes.
I just know I drove an Accord in high school, and it was impossible to find that thing in a parking lot. Silver Honda Accord, you're just nah.
Yeah. No, that very, very, very common car. But no, for vehicles, the most units in the world, still the Honda
Super Cub.
We love the Super Cub.
We do.
Yes.
So it has been in constant production since 1958. They are still making them.
Jeez.
You can get a new Super Cub with a 125cc engine and anti-lock brakes. That's the one pictured on the right, and the one pictured on the left is an original 1958 one. So they've made more than 100 million of these. They are absolutely all over the place, and honestly, just really cool little bikes.
No.
Yep.
That's so. That's neat.
Why don't you just like hold one and hug it?
Yeah, they're so cute. Just little hardworking bikes, very inexpensive, very simple. Really gave mobility to a lot of countries that wouldn't be able to afford anything else. So, all right. What year do you think the first touchscreen appeared in a production vehicle?
A bad year.
1970.
70. No, it was a little later than that.
1998.
No.
2009.
Somewhere between Corey and Colin there.
The year Akira came out.
What year did Akira come out?
88.
Pretty close. So the 1986 Buick Riviera had a touchscreen in a production vehicle. Yeah, check out that old LCD touchscreen.
Oh, I bet it goes so goopy when you touch it.
Yeah, and just is an absolute pain to tap, I'm sure. Like you're trying to adjust. You've got they had the tropes of modern touchscreen cars where they put the climate control in a touchscreen because you definitely want to have to fight with a touchscreen to adjust the temperature of your vehicle. But they did it with 80s LCD touchscreen technology, so I'm sure it worked great.
The only thing better is a single knob.
Yeah. One knob that does everything. Yeah.
Yes.
One knob to rule them all.
What car are you talking about that has a single knob to
I
do
don't know.
everything?
Chat, tell me. Chat, tell me what car has a knob that you
I mean, there's
click.
the BMW iDrive system that is just like one wheel. They like took the
Yeah.
iPod control scheme. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it was probably CRT. It was a CRT, not an LCD.
So.
Oh, jeez.
How touchy? Infra? Insert.
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Chat can tell us. How did it touch? Yeah, in the 80s they did all sorts of weird tech stuff. We had the digital gauge clusters coming out, which were bad. Yeah, a layer over the glass, so it was the same sort of, it wasn't capacitive touch. It was
No,
just
it's infra.
pressure.
So
Yeah,
it's like the heat from your finger or it blocking light.
right.
Something like that.
Wow.
Something like that. All right, question 11. What's blinker fluid for?
For your eyes.
Sending people away from you for 15 minutes.
Right. To go get blinker fluid. Yeah. All right. So obviously we know that turn signals don't actually have fluid. That's a very common thing that people joke about, having to replace the blinker fluid. But as an amusing fact, the Dodge Viper. So the first generation Dodge Viper actually had these little fluid-filled vials in the headlights, right near where the turn signal was.
Is it just direct light to make it a point or something?
No. So it's actually it's a little bubble level for the factory to install the headlights to make sure they were level. They had this in there. Now the Dodge Viper, the first gen, used BMW headlights, and BMWs from the factory, they would level the headlights, and then I believe they would remove the level. But Dodge didn't want to pay the extra manufacturing cost to remove it.
It's just cheaper to
So
put
it just hangs out there.
bubble levels in your car.
There you go.
Cool.
So you can tell if you're parked on a hill.
Yep. Like, yeah, how about that? So there are vehicles that have fluid near the blinkers, specifically the first generation Dodge Viper, but
I feel like if you're replacing the fluid in the bubble level intended for manufacturing, you've maybe gotten a little too personal with your car.
maybe.
It's true.
Yeah.
But it is important to make sure that your headlights are accurately aimed.
It is, and maybe more manufacturers need to put the levels back in their headlights, especially like some of the big SUVs and stuff, because they suck.
Yeah.
All right, question 12. When are electric cars faster than combustion-powered ones?
Now. Off the line.
Yeah, well, it depends. So I'm not talking about necessarily only production cars, and we're talking about records here. So speed records.
So rocket cars count as combustion.
Rocket cars are combustion, yes.
When
It's
going uphill
combustion.
because the electric ones are lighter.
No.
No, in both ways. No to both of those things. So, and any other guesses?
At 6:45 p.m.
No.
Gosh, I don't know. Like, they're just really torquey. So
in reverse.
In reverse.
Yeah, I guess there'd be no limit, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
A combustion car generally is limited by, you only have one reverse gear, where you have 6, 7, 8, 10 forward gears. So you can only go so fast. But the Guinness top speed record, so it was previously held by a modified Caterham that was using a motorcycle engine, and to add reverse gear to it, they just added another gear onto the output shaft. So it had all 6 motorcycle gears available to go reverse. So that Caterham managed to go 165 kilometers an hour in reverse. But the Rimac Nevera, this electric hybrid car pictured here, absolutely demolished that record.
How
It went
fast?
275 kilometers per hour in reverse.
Trying to run that meter backwards, eh?
Yeah, just get that odometer to roll back. Yeah. So it currently holds the Guinness record for driving in reverse, which I can't imagine like how twitchy it would have been if you had just moved just slightly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks. Okay.
Mm.
Last question in my little quiz here. Question the 13th, so some unluckiness. Canadian hockey legend Tim Horton died in a car crash in 1974. What car was he driving?
He wasn't driving, he was a passenger.
No, he was definitely driving.
Darn. So you were trying to trick us because that was the only way I was going to get the answer right.
PT Cruiser.
In 1974?
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. Yeah.
It was
Okay, I like chat. Chitty chitty bang bang.
Chitty chitty bang bang. As a clue, so this was also a car that Elvis Presley owned. I'm sure that helps you a lot.
Yeah.
And Tim Horton was given it, I believe.
Let's see. Presley died on a toilet. What's the closest thing? What car is close to a toilet?
So this is a car that Elvis Presley famously got so annoyed with that it wouldn't start that he shot it in the engine bay.
Elvis was a weird dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he sure was.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cadillac.
No. No, it was a Di Tommaso Pantera.
Oh, the shin breaker.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Honestly, one of my favorite cars from this era. Like, just looks amazing, and the concept of an Italian car with an American V8 in it, great. The problem was the V8 that they chose was horrendously unreliable, and they should have put a Chevy instead.
Does it have room? Like, can you mod them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was a Di Tommaso Pantera on the island, actually on Vancouver Island. There was a shop called 5252 Motorsports when I lived there, and that was their shop car. It was LS swapped twin turbo Di Tommaso Pantera. It was bright purple, and it was fantastic. They took it to autocross and track days and stuff at Western Speedway back when Western Speedway existed.
Oh.
Very
Thank you
nice.
so much for this. That was fun.
Thank you.
This was awesome.
That is your dose of random car facts for this evening.
I feel like I've learned a car fact or two.